What is up, guys? So, I've been receiving, I've been reading the comments, right? And then many people were asking me, where is Charmaine? Where is Charmaine? Okay, guys, I've not been well for the past few days. That's why you didn't see me in most of the videos that were posted, right? But we are now okay. I'm back on track and I'm here with a video that might be interesting to you or to your friend or to anyone watching. So guys, I'm here to speak about my personal experience and what I assumed village life would be versus reality, right? So first of all, guys, I thought that village life would be boring. Honest truth. Before coming, right? I thought village life would be boring. I thought there would be nothing to do, no entertainment. I just thought I would be feeling isolated and yeah. But reality is actually that village life is not really boring because there's a lot of activities to do, trust me. Activities like I never thought I would find myself enjoying the garden, honestly speaking. That's one of my favorite things to do. But I enjoy harvesting, right? The whole planting and everything. My husband and Bamnini does the whole planting and everything. What I enjoy doing is harvesting, and like when people come, I would always just enjoy just giving out the items or the plants that we have. And I also want to check out something with you guys. We planted some beetroot here, and I don't know how long we have to wait till we harvest our beetroot. So I wanted to check out, let's see, how far is it? Are we able to harvest it yet? It's too small. Guys, do you think this is the right size for beetroot? Because I've seen some beetroot in the market and it looked like this. Then I'm sure you would have to cut it and stuff. Maybe you should harvest a few because I'm really curious to taste our beetroot. So yeah, that's the no entertainment part. There's a lot to do, guys, honestly speaking. You get to like plant anything and everything you feel like planting. Then number 2 was that I thought that there's not really a strong community. As you can see, we are living in the plots, guys. So living in the plots, I felt like we are gonna be isolated because when we got this place, I was not around. I was still in SA. So my husband told me it was like a plot. So I was like, yo, so am I gonna make friends? How am I even gonna survive? You know, I grew up in a community whereby your neighbor, you know your neighbor and everything and whatever. But this side, I felt like maybe I might should not get that same experience. But so far, I can say that we kind of built a relationship with our neighbors. And the nice thing about people here is that they are so loving, they are so caring. So guys, a few weeks ago, our neighbor actually, like, their house burnt down. Yeah, their house burnt down. And like what I love is the fact you could see, yes, the house burnt down and stuff, but then people in the community, like the kitchen, it was a kitchen, and there was like maize and all her pots and everything in there. So we all obviously ran to just see how we could help and whatever. And what I loved is that people in the community made like donations and all of that just to help the mom out because she's a single mom. And yeah, just that fact, Yeguti, you would know that you have a community of people who are willing to help you in your times of need. And one thing I also like is that fact that everybody here, somehow, everyone knows everyone. Yeah, somehow you have to know the next person. I'm trying to also like get to know people because I'm always like, I'm an indoors person, honestly speaking. I barely go out, but then the time that I actually get to interact with people is when they come to work, when some of them come to work, and then maybe when you're just traveling or something, because yeah, you greet everyone that you see. It's not like in the town whereby you can walk past your neighbor's house and then just not greet. Yeah, you actually get to greet. You have to greet the person who you stay next to, or your neighbor, or whoever, or your elders. That's just rural life, and everyone is kind of like involved in your business. It's not one of those mind your business type of places, you know. And there is something called sharing is caring. So here we have tomatoes. So if my neighbor comes and says, chokumbiro malomasi, you are bound to give them, because next time when they have something, you would see them bringing that something to you. So it's a community of sharing. There was this person who actually brought us some, was it fine beans? Yeah, that brought us some fine beans. And all of our neighbors across the road, they had peas. So they gave us some peas. So it's just a community that is full of people who are loving, people who are caring, and there's just love here, honestly speaking. And I didn't expect that. I thought that we'll be living in a plot where we are just isolated from everyone. But I'm growing fond of the community. I'm really growing fond of the community here. And I'm speaking about the good things, guys. So, one bad thing. Guys, it was my birthday on the 2nd of July. And honestly speaking, I did not know what to do. Like, how to even celebrate it. Maybe it's because it's my first birthday. Okay, like second. It was last year. My birthday, like my 22nd birthday, I was in Shawani. But there I had like mom, Shelton's mom. But still, here it was just, I felt like, I don't know, I felt lonely because I didn't know what to do. Because previously on my birthdays, it's either you spend it with your family, you spend it with your friends, I would go out or do this, do that, do that. But then this side, I don't know, maybe you guys can give suggestions. Maybe we can do a late birthday celebration or something. But I didn't know what to do, where to go. Because I somehow feel like we've been to most places. And now if we were to go to somewhere where actually like would want to go to, maybe like it would be somewhere far, like Vic Falls or something. Because we've been to Nyanga, people speak about Nyanga a lot. Like they say they have good restaurants and good good environment. Like the environment is good and whatever. So we've been there. Where else have you been to? Masvingo. I'm sure you guys have seen Masvingo with us. We explored together, right? We have seen Masvingo. There's Clevers and all of those places. I've been to those places with my husband. So I don't know. Let's see, what exactly could we do? And then the things that we could actually do, they are far from us. So I felt like there wasn't really much things that we could do close to us. Maybe you guys can give suggestions on how one can spend their birthday in Zimbabwe. Not really staying in the rurals, because what can we do? Maybe we could braai and then just invite neighbors or something. I don't know. But I really couldn't find anything interesting to do for my birthday, and just passed. And then another thing is, guys, accessibility in the rurals. It's a struggle. So, there was some days where our car was, like, I'm sure you guys saw when you couldn't see the car parked there, right? So during those days, guys, we did not have a car. And it's a nightmare. Trust me, it's a nightmare not to have a car. I don't know, other people are used to it, obviously. But for us, the experience was so bad, so terrible. Guys, you would go to the road if you like want to go to town, right? And that week we actually didn't go to town or anything, and we're running out of things. So now we ended up being forced to go to town on one of the days to collect the car and stuff, and also we needed to restock on some things. So we went to the road, and tell you what, I think we sat there for like 2 hours. 2 hours waiting for a car. So I think there's like, yeah, transport is bad. The side, like access to transport is a bit bad, honestly speaking, unless if you are going to town during peak hours. So it's not like there's no transport at all, but then I believe that there's certain times where you can actually get transport, which is bad because you also want the flexibility, like when you're staying in the town, like when I was staying in Cape Town, that's my town experience actually. So when I was staying there, guys, you would know that anytime you can get a taxi. You can get anywhere, anytime that you want. But then this side is different, guys. You have to be waiting for transport for like 2 hours. Then I thought that there's like education also, access to education, the side. I thought it was bad. But there is access. There's a lot of schools around. But then I feel like the schools in the village, guys, if you are staying far from the school, you walk the walk, honestly speaking. Like I don't know if I would want my child to travel those long distances to school, honestly speaking. Kids here, they travel very long distances to school. Some, I don't know, the ones that stay here, I'm sure their school is about maybe 8 kilometers away from where we stay. There's a school, no, it's Limbe. Is it Limbe High School? And then there's a primary school, I forgot the name. Tuboy, I don't know. Okay. Then there's another one close to Wenimbi Dam, probably 6 kilometers away or 7 kilometers away. Then there's a lot of, guys, people are opening private schools. I don't know whether these private schools are very authorized or legal, but there's a lot of private schools that are just coming out of nowhere when you get out here. So I feel like access of education is a bit also limited in the rurals. And what breaks my heart also is that I interact with some of the kids here. And you would see someone who is probably Form 1 or grade 7. That person, if you ask them simple multiplication sums, I don't know. Guys, I'm not dissing schools that are in the rurals or anything. But then, not the majority, but most of the kids that I've like asked questions and stuff, but I'll be curious. Guys, I don't know. They don't know. Like someone who asked them what is 5 times 5 and they are in grade 6, 7. They don't know. So I don't know whether it's the education system here that's bad or it's just the kids who don't want to learn. And then another sad reality this side, guys, is that this whole access to education, it's like sometimes like not most kids are privileged, especially kids who are in a home whereby there are 2-3 kids going to school. You would find that some of those kids are not, some of them they would say, like there was one that we interacted with who is not going to school. He probably finished in grade 4, right? And you'd find that he's working towards his fees for the following year. Imagine a grade 4 child actually needing to work so that they could get money for fees. Sad. So not many families are affording to take their children to school. I know there was this program BEAM or something like that, but I don't know how that criteria works, but I think that's for one or something like that. I don't know how that BEAM thing works. But it's really sad, guys, that not many children here have access to education because of financial strains in the family or parents not being able to afford to pay for their fees. It's like here in this area, I think I know 3-4 people. Yeah, 3-4 kids who are not able to go to school because their parents can't afford their fees. Sad, honestly speaking. And then I thought that village life, right, would limit your access to opportunities, right? So, guys, I feel like it's a mindset. It's a mindset. There's a lot of things to do here. Trust me. I feel like it's more about Simbarako, you know. There are people who are making a living here. And they will be doing maricho and all of that. There's many ways to hustle. But it's just about you. It's just about you having an open mind and finding something to do. But then, on the other hand, not everyone has that type of mindset, the hustling mindset. So I thought when I was still in SA, I thought, we're just going to come and build a place here and just stay here and work online. But that's actually not the case for us, guys. I thought there was no opportunities, but then I find that when we got here, guys, I'm sure those that have started on this channel, we opened our channel last year in April. So that was 2025 April, right? And when we were in Cape Town, guys, we had less time to create content because I was in school. So I would spend the whole day at school. And then I also realized, Kuti, yes, people are really interested in watching city content. So another advantage of being in the rurals was also that we found the opportunity, or we got the time to create content that is obviously number one, educational, and also entertaining to our viewers, right? When we were in Cape Town, there wasn't really much that we could do. It was more of lifestyle content. I'm going to the mall and what, or we could do challenges. But then I'm loving the fact that we are now on we have now created a platform, or our channel is a channel that is educating a lot of people, you know. And we have a lot of success stories. Guys, you remember that guy? I forgot his surname. Vakamboya vachitenga like 1 hectare of vines here. It's in Bambaira. He sent a picture of his progress, and wow, guys, like he's doing really well. So it's all because of the channel, right? We inspired him to start the whole Bambaira thing. And then he's not the only one. There's a lot of people who come and just buy vines because they're inspired by what we do. So I believe that our channel is educating and inspiring others. I don't know if you guys are inspired or educated, but then for those that are, I'm really glad that we are making an impact. So it was a good thing. I feel like it was a good thing that we moved here. We found the opportunity, or we found time to actually create content and passion around, you know, the village. Then what else? Yeah, so I was talking about opportunities. I thought that we'd just be sitting, but now we are doing our YouTube. Then our supporters, you guys have been supporting us by giving us different jobs. Trust me, I'm sure if we were to be in Cape Town, we would not be doing my camera installations like we are doing right now. We would not be doing solar installations. We would not be doing Starlink installations because, guys, there's no Starlink in SA. So those are all things, even project management, solar lights installations. Those are all things that I believe that we wouldn't have thought of doing. Number one, if we did not have this YouTube channel that we are consistent on. Then number two, if we were probably still staying in SA or living the city life. So that is one of the advantages of us being here in the rurals. Like right now, my husband is not here. He's out for work. So it's just amazing that we are able to do all of this, and we are able to do it through your support, guys. And I'm really grateful for the support that you guys are giving us. If you have anything that you feel like we can do for you, we are here, guys. We are here for you guys. You just text us. Our number is in the bio. Just send a message, guys. We will respond promptly. And yeah, so guys, those are things that I really thought. Oh yeah, another thing that we started doing was the sweet potato farming. It's something that we wouldn't have thought of if maybe we were staying in the city, because we wouldn't have space, even for this whole garden. We wouldn't have had space to even start a big garden like this if we were staying in the city. So those are some of the things that I believe are beneficial for us being here. And that's about it from me, guys. Thank you so much for those that have been asking about where I am, about my well-being. Guys, I'm trying. I'm trying. That's why I was like, no, today I need to do a video, just so that guys can see that I'm alive and well. I'm alive and well. It's just that I was not well. Yeah, like I was not feeling well, but now I'm fine. But thank you so much for those that are coming onto our platform daily, those that are supporting us by giving us jobs, those who are supporting us by watching adverts, those who are supporting us by liking our content, sharing our content, just watching, guys. It's really, really, really huge for us. We're able to do a lot of things through your support, and we'll forever be grateful, guys. We'll forever be grateful. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, please, guys, what do? Hit the subscribe button, right? All subscribers, leave a comment, and you can like the video also, because I don't know, guys, I don't know why don't we like videos. Like, honestly speaking, for my sake, guys, can we at least get 1,000 likes on this video? Please, I'm begging you guys. Let's get at least 1,000 likes on this video. You know, things like that, they motivate me. Trust me. I can say that I'm not 100% well, but then the fact you could see, I know that we have people who are watching, people who actually love seeing you on camera, seeing you. It just motivates you. Even when you're not feeling well, you would make sure that you are there, you know. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next one. Ciao.